Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody.
What's up, y'all? As you can see, we're living back in the Bible again. And it's coming down in buckets. Thunder, lightning, torrential rain. It better not flood again because I'm back on the road, obviously. So, had a real busy homebrew-filled weekend. Got a yeast starter going with some Scottish ale yeast, and we were planning on doing a brew on Saturday, and that didn't work out, so we figured we'd do it Sunday, and that didn't work out, so we ended up brewing on Monday, which is a holiday for us. It's Memorial Day, so that was fun. Brewed up a Scottish ale. So on Saturday, we planned to brew, but also do some bottling and some other stuff. So we realized we were out of bottle caps or getting low, so we had to go to the homebrew shop. So Elder P and I went up there. Went up there with the kids, actually. They kind of got bored and ended up going out in the car. But we kicked around the brew shop a little bit, tried some of the beers they have on tap there. They got a limited liquor license, so they were able to serve up some beer, some craft beer, and they had some nice stuff. Able to try some really tasty beverages. It was Founders All Day IPA, and they had they had a Revolution Brewing there in Chicago. They had two beers. They had their Rosa, which is a hibiscus ale. It's kind of like a mild IPA, maybe just a pale ale with, I don't know, it's kind of like that style with some hibiscus. It was pretty good, actually. Not really my thing, but it was interesting and worth a try. And then we also tried their the Revolution Porter, which was really good. And then they had Firestone Walker DBA, and that beer is dynamite. If you can get DBA on tap, suggest you give it a shot. While we were there, we picked up a few things and started talking to the owner there about a beer that Mrs. Fresh P wants to make. And I said, you got any suggestions on building the recipe up, because I haven't been able to find anything online about it. This is a beer from Two Brothers Brewing in Warrenville, Illinois. It's called Sidekick Extra Pale Ale, and it's dynamite. I think it's a fantastic beer. Real nice, real super citrusy, kind of melon and mango, and just awesome. So he goes, yeah, I've had that beer. It's great. I think it's the best thing they're doing right now. And he said, let me make a phone call. And so he calls a guy that he knows that works at the brewery and picked his brains on hops and the grains. So we ended up picking up the ingredients, yeast and everything, and that's going to be my wife's first brew, because she's made the deal with me that if she's gonna drink my homebrew, our homebrew, she's gonna participate and help brew. So she's going to brew this beer because she really liked it too. And she said, that's the one I want to brew. So I said, fine. And so we ended up getting the malt and the hops and the recipe, everything straight from the horse's mouth, basically. It wasn't one of the brewers there, but it's a guy who works in the brewery, and he does get to brew once in a while. So we've got the straight dirt, and it's going to be awesome. So I'll fill you in on what the hops and everything is going to be on brew day. Or maybe the missus will. So looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. So watch for that video coming up. That'll be our brewery's first all grain beer, and I have high hopes. So I think it's gonna work out nicely. So on Saturday, Mr. LDP couldn't make it. I won't say he bailed on me. He just had some other commitments to take care of. And so I ended up doing bottling on Saturday by myself, and I got a late start. Kids went to bed, and it was like probably 10:30, 11 at night when I got started. I bottled up the Grape Nuts Almond Porter. Got 48 bottles of that. It's tasting phenomenal. And I also bottled up a bunch of Edwards Apfelwein apple wine, and that is also tasting stellar. So, got a couple clips. So, there's a bunch of work we did. Sipping on a Hop Notch, great beer out of Salt Lake City. Unta Brewing Company. Anyway, cheers, guys. Tasty. So I bottled up a bunch of that apple wine and did a bunch of still and a bunch of carved. So that's going to be awesome. And the Scottish Ale we did on Monday, it's an 80 shilling and another Austin homebrew mini mash kit. That turned out great. No footage of that. So pretty much basic routine on that. That's about it. Got another little bit of footage here of my folks bottling up the limoncello. Check it. So yeah, good stuff. So that's pretty much it. Short and sweet. I'm on the road, freaking burnt out. It's late. I've been doing a bunch of support calls, video calls with China, and it burns me out. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a good week. I hope you're having a great Homebrew Wednesday, and everything continues to get better for everybody. I know it will. Shout out to Norfolk Hillbilly. Shout out to Mr. Snafu 44 and Mrs. Snafu 44, Joe. Shout out to Puka NC. Hope you enjoyed that stout footage. That thing's gonna be great. We're gonna age the rest of that, and it's gonna be nice in the winter time. So, looking forward to that. Shout out to Good Brewing. Shout out to CF Olina. Shout out to Tim Harlow. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I'll see you next time.